Welcome back to Trinidad and Tobago. I'm Hema Ramsden, and this is the Morning Brew, and we're continuing our discussion. We're shifting focus, sticking with the health sector, but a different aspect of the health sector. It's now World Sight Day, an annual day of awareness, and it's held on the second Thursday of October to focus global attention on blindness and vision impairment. Joining us on site, we have Dr. Desiree Murray and Dr. Gray Aitan. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
What is World Sight Day? What is it all about?
Well, as you mentioned, it's an annual day, an international day that is to raise awareness about the causes of avoidable or preventable blindness. Actually, 80% of blindness is avoidable, being either treatable or curable. And this day is to make people aware about this. And also what we do is we advocate on behalf of patients for equal access to eye care, high quality, excellent eye care for all.
Is there equal access now?
Well, no, there isn't, and this is why internationally we advocate on behalf of the patients, because access is something, you can think of it like an alphabet. There's awareness, not everybody has the same awareness. There's also different beliefs, and certainly the cost is a factor. And distance, the distance or transport for patients to access eye care can be difficult. So therefore, it's not equal for everybody, and it's a work in progress, and this is why we are here to advocate on behalf of the patients.
You know, Dr. Aitan, when people think eye care, I don't know whether it's a perception that we have, but they just think, let's just go to the optician, check it out, and it should be okay. How do you break that cultural sort of norm that we accept?
Well, I think World Sight Day is a great place to start, because the whole point of this day is increasing awareness. It's getting people to know about their eye health, how they can access their eye health, what are the channels that they can approach for different problems that they may have, whether from a primary care point of view, whether they need more serious and urgent attention in a tertiary, secondary or tertiary institution, and when it is that you may just need to go and have your eyes tested for spectacles or the general health of your eyes.
You're having a symposium. It's not the first that we're having. And this year, the theme is also a call to action for World Sight Day, Stronger Together. How are you going to translate that in your symposium?
Yeah, certainly. So the University of the West Indies, the mandate is education and training and research. So the theme for World Sight Day this year is Eye Care for All, Stronger Together. And this is what we're emphasizing in the symposium. We want a team approach to healthcare, and that's how we will improve access to eye care for all. So many of the lecturers at the university are coming together for the symposium. We have pharmacists, we have general surgeons, ophthalmologists, optometrists, and many other the nursing care profession. And we're going to have brief, high-impact talks about educating the public about how to care for their eyes, how to care for their contact lenses, spectacles, how to use eye drops, and we're even having a talk about Zika and the eye and what to do if you get Zika and your eye becomes affected by
What is the most common mistake we make with eye care?
I think the most common mistake we make is not getting our eyes checked because we have good vision. And I think it's very important that people understand that you can have serious eye disease and have 20/20 vision. And blindness is preventable, but it's not always reversible. So the time to detect disease is before it affects your vision, not after.
What are the common ailments? What are the most common that in terms of the Trini population?
Certainly in Trinidad and Tobago, the most common cause of blindness is glaucoma, and the most common cause of visual impairment is uncorrected refractive error.
And how would you, what are the warning signs? Are there any warning signs in the at-risk groups? Either one of you can take it.
I'll take glaucoma, and maybe I can take refractive error. So I have a special interest in glaucoma, and that is glaucoma is called the sneak thief of sight, because in the early stages there are no symptoms, and that's why glaucoma is such a devastating disease, because most times by the time you develop symptoms, you've lost 80 to 90% of your vision. So glaucoma has no symptoms, and every year we should get checked. That includes eye pressure check and having an eye examination.
And
So uncorrected refractive error. Uncorrected refractive error is a group of eye diseases that affect how your eyes focus images. It includes what we call short-sightedness, myopia, long-sightedness, as well as in the over 40 population, presbyopia. And The usual thing, they affect different age groups, so they all have different warning signs and different things you can look out for. But certainly for myopia, which is the most common, in the school-age population especially, children complain about maybe headaches, having problems either seeing their work or seeing the blackboard in front of them. Usually with myopia, you can see close objects, near objects very well, but distant objects are difficult to see.
When you talk about reversible, you know, a lot of people believe if you are given spectacles, then that's your sentence for life. Is it reversible for any of the eye diseases that we're talking about?
Yeah, certainly visual impairment is classified as avoidable or unavoidable. And the avoidable causes are sometimes reversible. So certainly if you have a refractive error and you get spectacles, then you can see well again. But glaucoma, for example, causes irreversible loss of vision, permanent visual loss, because glaucoma is a disease that damages the optic nerve of sight. And like the spinal cord, the optic nerve cannot regenerate. So the nerve fibers that you have at birth are what you carry for the rest of your life. So the reversible causes, such as, and cataract is another big one.
Right.
It can be reversed with cataract surgery. So that's why we advocate on behalf of patients to have access to high-quality surgery for all.
And you have the high-quality surgery being conducted at the public health care centers?
Yes, I would say yes. Certainly our ophthalmologists are very well equipped to perform world-class surgery at
what is
our
the
health.
waiting list like?
Actually, I can't say what the waiting list is like. It's a very fluid thing, and I don't have the stats at hand, but I know certainly there is a waiting list, and it can be shorter. So therefore, this is something that we are constantly working on to improve.
Great. In addition to getting a checkup, what are some of the things that we can do every day to ensure that we get our eye care regime? You know, you talk about skincare regime, you talk about all these other things. What are some of the things the population
So
know?
a lot of things that will help you take care of your eye health are things that help you take care of your general health. So diet is very important, exercise is important, avoiding or quitting smoking is very important. Avoiding direct sun exposure, protective eyeglasses, preventing eye injuries, whether at the workplace, at home. Yes, there's a lot of things that have to do with your general health and just being aware of any eye symptoms that you may have. What we tend to do is ignore the symptoms as they come along and wait until thinking that they might get better. And that causes late presentation, and that often worsens the prognosis.
I know, we spoke about the symposium. Let's get the details of the symposium before we talk about the other fancy event that you're having.
Okay, so the symposium is on World Sight Day itself, which is this Thursday, the 13th of October. It's at Mount Hope, where the medical school is, in Amphitheater B, from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Registration is on site starting at midday between 12 and 1, and it's free and open to the public. There's no advance registration. You come, everybody's welcome. There's more than enough room in the amphitheater for everybody.
And Gray, I know that you're having another event that's taking place as well on Saturday. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so on Saturday, there will be a dinner in the dark. And the theme, it's really well, there are a lot of things that can come out of it. It's to sensitize persons to how it feels living in the dark, being blind. It's called Dîner
dans le
Noir.
Mm-hmm. And the details of the dinner itself, it's going to take place on Saturday. Where can you get tickets? And all proceeds go to what?
Okay, so the dinner dans le Noir is going to be at Jaffa the Oval on Saturday evening from 6:30. Interested persons can call the World Sight Day Directorate at 70-880. That's 708-0080. And we're not printing tickets. It's like a dinner reservation. So we will take names and have a list. And this is for cost containment, because it's very important that every last dime is spent towards improving eye care for all.
So this is all about World Sight Day, and World Sight Day is an annual day of awareness held on the second Thursday of October and to focus global attention on blindness and vision impairment. So World Sight Day in 2016 is actually the 13th of October, and this is the fourth year the WHO Global Action Plan encourages members to partner and continue rolling the theme Universal Eye Health. I'm Hema Ramsey. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have more for you. Stay with us.